Hello students, welcome to the topic differentiability. In this video, I am going to solve important examples on second order derivative. Now let's see the first question. If y is equal to 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x, then show that d square y by dx square is equal to 49y. Now see the solution. First you take given function y is equal to 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x. Denote this as a equation 1. This function is simple function composite of exponential function. So easily we can differentiate. So therefore differentiate with respect to x. So left side it is dy by dx is equal to, so 500 is a constant number, so write as it is. E raised to 7x, you know how to write derivative of e raised to 7x. It is e raised to 7x into 7 into 1 composite rule plus 600 as it is constant. So e raised to minus 7x function derivative, same function e raised to minus 7x, and after that minus 7 constant, x derivative 1. In the next step, multiplying the constants, you will get 500 into 7 is nothing but 3500 e raised to 7x, and here plus into minus and 600 into 7, so this product is become 4200 e raised to minus 7x. So next again differentiating this function with respect to x, we get double derivative, that is d square y by dx square left side equal to 3500 constant number as it is, and e raised to 7x using composite rule, same function into 7, that is e raised to 7x into 7 minus 4200 as it is constant. Again differentiating e raised to minus 7x, you will get same function e raised to minus 7x into minus 7 into 1. So in the next step multiplying the numbers, so 3500 into 7, so the product you will get 24500 e raised to 7x, and here minus into minus, so this become plus, and 4200 into 7, this product become 29400 e raised to minus 7x. Now to get the answer, that is a right side answer 49y. So in the question only is given we have a 49 and y, so therefore in the right side you take a 49 common, so then you will get 24500. In that if you take 49 common, so you will get a 500 into e raised to 7x, and in this 29400 49 is common, means you will get a 600, that is plus 600 e raised to minus 7x. So if you take 49 common, so this idea you will get it by observing the question. In the question only is given that 49y we have to get, so therefore better you take 49 common. So in the next step 49 as it is, and this expression 500 e raised to 7x plus 600 e raised to minus 7x, so it is nothing but from the equation 1 y. So we got the proof 49y, hence proved. Now see the next question. If y is equal to cos inverse x, find d square y by dx square in terms of y alone. So dear students, here the question you have to understand what is the question asked. Find the double derivative in terms of y alone means the double derivative function or answer, it should be function of y variable only. Once again I repeat, the meaning of d square y by dx square in terms of y alone means the function double derivative should be function of y variable. Okay, that is the question. Now see the solution. First you take given function y is equal to cos inverse x. This implies cos y is equal to x function. So here you can differentiate y function cos inverse x. It's the standard function. You can differentiate, but I want the double derivative function in terms of y alone means let me transfer this inverse function to left side. It becomes cos y and right side is x. So when you differentiate, x is eliminated. So now I differentiate this equation with respect to x. So cos y, it is minus sin y dy by dx is equal to 1. Now you can see that in this step, in this equation, there is no x term. X term is eliminated because I want answer in terms of y variable. So that's why this inverse function is converted into trigonometric form. Cos y is equal to x. Transfer minus sin y right side. So you will get a dy by dx is equal to 1 upon minus sin y. Denote this as a equation 1. So differentiate again with respect to x. So double derivative is equal to, now dear students, here 1 upon minus sin y, or you keep this minus sign as it is outside constant, and derivative of 1 upon sin y, I consider this as a f of x. 1 upon f of x, in one of the video I given a formula, 1 upon f of x function derivative is written as minus 1 upon square of the function and d by dx of function. So composite of 1 upon x formula. Okay, so therefore 1 upon sin y, I write a derivative following this standard form, that is minus 1 upon square of the function, that is sin y whole square, into d by dx of sin y, that is sin y derivative is written as cos y into dy by dx because y variable. Okay, sin y derivative is cos y dy by dx. So in the next step, multiplying minus into minus plus. So it becomes 1 upon sin y whole square cos y dy by dx. So we got a double derivative, but in this double derivative answer, we have dy by dx function. The question is it should be in terms of y variable. Now here we have dy by dx term. So we have to eliminate this dy by dx. So therefore double derivative is equal to cos y numerator as it is divided by sin square y. Sin y whole square is nothing but sin square y. Now dy by dx function, so that is substituted from the equation 1 as a 1 upon minus sin y. Now in this right side we have function of y variable only. This is the required answer. So further simplifying this function, so double derivative is equal to, so cos y upon minus sin y you can write as a minus cot y, otherwise you can multiply this sin y to this sin cube and then 1 upon sin cube means cosec cube. In any manner you can keep the answer. Now here I use the identity cos upon sin means it is minus cot y, and 1 upon sin square as a cosec square y. So now the function is only in terms of y variable function. So this is the solution. We proved that double derivative in terms of y variable. Here this function you can write it in any manner. cot y you can write, otherwise cos y divided by sine cube y, and 1 upon sine cube means cosec cube y, cos y cosec cube y, like that also you can write the answer. Now see the next question. If e raised to y into x plus 1 is equal to 1, then show that d square y by dx square is equal to dy by dx whole square. Now see the solution. First take a given function e raised to y into x plus 1 is equal to 1. Denote this as a equation 1. So differentiate directly with respect to x. We get here we have to use the product rule. So keep one function as it is, e raised to y. X plus 1 derivative is 1 plus 0. X derivative is 1, 1 constant, it's a 0, plus x plus 1 as it is, e raised to y derivative, it is the same term, into dy by dx, that is e raised to y dy by dx, equal to 1 derivative, constant number, its derivative is 0. So rewriting this one, you will get e raised to y, because it is into 1, 1 plus 0 means 1, e raised to y into 1 is e raised to y, plus x plus 1 into e raised to y dy by dx is equal to 0. So here in this step, we have a product x plus 1 into e raised to y. So this product is nothing but from equation 1, it is equal to 1 value. Therefore, replacing in the next step, e raised to y plus 1 into dy by dx means it is dy by dx is equal to 0. So in the next step, transfer e raised to y right side, you will get a dy by dx is equal to minus e raised to y. Denote this as equation 2. So now I differentiate this second equation with respect to x. We get d square y by dx square left side, and right side minus as it is, e raised to y function derivative is e raised to y into dy by dx. So in the next step, d square y by dx square is equal to now minus e raised to y. So this is nothing but from the equation 2 dy by dx function. So substituting that one, you will get a dy by dx into dy by dx. So what we get right side, it is dy by dx into dy by dx means dy by dx whole square. So this is a proof of the example. Hence proved. Now see the next question. If y is equal to e raised to a cos inverse x, then show that 1 minus x square d square y by dx square minus x dy by dx minus a square y is equal to 0. So this is very important example in the double derivative concept. Now see the solution. First, you take given function y is equal to e raised to a cos inverse x. Denote as a equation 1. And this is simple function composite of exponential. Differentiate with respect to x directly. So you will get dy by dx is equal to e raised to a cos inverse x. Its derivative, I follow composite rule. So this is a formula. Same function e raised to f of x, if you have, then derivative is given by e raised to f of x, that is same function, after that function derivative. So if I follow that one, it's a e raised to a cos inverse x, its derivative is given by same term, that is e raised to a cos inverse x, and a cos inverse x derivative, in that a is a constant as it is, cos inverse x derivative is a minus 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square. So here transfer this root of 1 minus x square denominator term left side. So you will get a root of 1 minus x square dy by dx is equal to minus a. Okay, so this is a minus sign and this is a written first, and this e raised to a cos inverse x from equation 1 it is denoted as y, therefore it is y. Denote this as equation 2. The next step, differentiate again with respect to x. So left side we have product of two functions. Using product rule it is differentiated. Root 1 minus x square as it is, dy by dx derivative is d square y by dx square, plus dy by dx as it is, root of 1 minus x square derivative is root f of x form. Okay, so following that it is a 1 upon 2 root f of x and d by dx of f of x. So therefore root 1 minus x square derivative is written in this way, 1 upon 2 root 1 minus x square, after that 1 minus x square derivative. So 1 derivative is a 0 and x square is 2x. So you will get a 0 minus 2x is equal to minus a as it is, y term derivative is dy by dx. So rewriting root of 1 minus x square d square y by dx square. So plus into this minus it become minus dy by dx 2x divided by 2 into root of 1 minus x square is equal to minus a dy by dx. And here 2 get cancelled. Let me take the same equation. So further multiplying root of 1 minus x square on both sides to eliminate this denominator, multiplying the entire equation by root of 1 minus x square to eliminate this root of 1 minus x square. So first term root of 1 minus x square, if I multiply the same term it become whole square, and root will cancel with that. You will get 1 minus x square d square y by dx square minus, for the second term, root of 1 minus x square, and this divided by root of 1 minus x square get cancelled. You will get dy by dx into x is equal to right side minus a root of 1 minus x square dy by dx. So in the next step, d 1 minus x square d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx is equal to minus a as it is. Now from equation 2, root of 1 minus x square dy by dx, it is given by minus ay. So therefore substitute here minus ay. So in this way you have to identify in the solution substitutions. Functions you have to identify and you have to replace it. Okay, so here it is a minus ay, left side as it is, equal to, so minus a into minus ay, it become a square y, and then this term you transfer left side, so then you will get a required answer. So 1 minus x square d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx minus a square y is equal to 0. We proved that that expression is equal to 0 value. Hence proved. Now see the next question. If x is equal to a into bracket cos theta plus theta into sin theta, y is equal to a into sin theta minus theta cos theta, then find d square y by dx square. Dear students, here the given function is a parametric form. Already the same example you solved in first concept, that is parametric, how to find dy by dx. Now it is double derivative. If parametric functions are given, how to find double derivative. So already you know how to find dy by dx when parametric functions are given. So now it's a continuation. So first find out dy by dx function. So for that, take functions as it is: x equal to a cos theta plus theta sin theta, and y a into sin theta minus theta cos theta. So here x is function of theta, y is also function of theta. So differentiate with respect to theta variable. So left side it become dx upon d theta, a as it is. Cos theta derivative is, it is a single term, minus sin theta, plus here it is a product of two terms, theta and sin theta. So therefore product rule you have to apply. So put the bracket. So theta as it is, sin theta derivative is cos theta, plus theta derivative is 1, sin theta as it is. So complete the bracket. So next step, a as it is minus sin theta as it is. So if I multiply here by 1, so here we have 1, so therefore, or plus 1, so it remains same, theta cos theta plus sin theta. So here sin theta and minus sin theta get cancelled, so you will get a into theta cos theta. So this is dx upon d theta function. Denote this as equation 1. And second function, y function, I am differentiating with respect to theta, so it becomes dy by d theta is equal to a into bracket sin theta derivative is a cos theta minus as it is. So here also it is a product of two term, theta cos theta. So product rule you have to apply. So for that put the bracket, because behind that we have a negative sign. So use the bracket and follow the product rule. So theta as it is, cos theta derivative is minus sin theta plus 1 theta derivative 1 and cos theta as it is, and complete the bracket. So in the next step, dy by d theta dy by d theta is equal to a as it is, cos theta as it is, minus is multiplied to the bracket. So minus is multiplied to the bracket, you will get minus into minus plus theta sin theta, and minus into this plus, it become minus cos theta. So here cos theta and minus cos theta get cancelled, you will get function a into theta sin theta. So here we got dx upon d theta and dy upon d theta. You know how to find dy by dx function. So now dy by dx function is nothing but dy by d theta divided by dx upon d theta. So substitute the dy by d theta and dx upon d theta answers. That is a theta sin theta divided by a theta cos theta. So here a get cancelled and also theta also get cancelled. So you will get sin theta upon cos theta means tan theta. So this is dy by dx function answer. It is not double derivative. We have dy by dx equal to tan theta. Differentiate again with respect to x. So left side it become d square y by dx square is equal to, okay, now right side, see the students, we are differentiating with respect to x variable, but function is in terms of theta variable. So here this variable whatever we have, it is also a function. So from the first step, we written x is equal to a into bracket cos theta plus theta sin theta, which means that x is a function of theta as well as theta is also function of x. So therefore here with respect to x we are differentiating means first tan theta function derivative you have to write, that is secant square theta. After that theta variable is differentiated with respect to x variable, that is d theta by divided by dx using composite rule. Okay, if we have a y variable, how you write the derivative? No, tan y, if we have secant square y dy by dx. In the same way, now theta variable is there, and theta is also function of x. So therefore, tan derivative is secant square theta, and after that theta divided by dx, because we are differentiating with respect to x. So therefore, d theta divided by dx. First tan derivative, after that theta derivative. Okay, in the next step, secant square theta as it is, d theta divided by dx, you will get it from the first equation, dx upon d theta as a into theta cos theta. So dx upon d theta you get, so reversing that one you will get a d theta divided by dx. So therefore d theta divided by dx is given by 1 upon a into theta cos theta. Once again I repeat, students, from equation 1 we have dx upon d theta. Just take the reciprocal of that, that is the substitution of d theta divided by dx. So in the next step, d square y by dx square is equal to 1 upon a theta as it is, that is a constant terms, and 1 upon cos theta, you know that it is a secant theta. So if I take this as secant theta and here we have secant square, so it become secant cube theta. So this is the double derivative function answer. Thank you, students.